Hi, it's Elise here. Now, I've been talking quite a lot just recently about the common mistakes that we can make when we first start a new job. And one of those mistakes is playing it small. And one of the reasons that we can end up playing it small is because we're suffering from imposter syndrome. But actually, imposter syndrome can strike us at any time, whether we're new in a role or we've been in one for years. And imposter syndrome is really the case where we feel as though we're a fraud, as though we're a fake, as though we're not worthy of the position that we're in and that we're going to get found out. It's usually brought on in times of stress and probably a touch of overwhelm as well. So in my latest episode of my podcast, Her Career, Her Life, I've been covering the advice that I have if you are suffering from imposter syndrome. And by the way, I've heard that lots of guys have been listening to the podcast too, and I'm delighted. You're very welcome. So in this video and a couple more that I'm going to create this week, I'm going to cover those 3 tips. So the first tip then, if you're in the grip of imposter syndrome, my first tip for you is to go and speak to somebody about this. But it's got to be somebody special, somebody that you know, like and trust, and also somebody who knows you in the context of work. And you're going to share with them your imposter thoughts. You're actually going to tell them what that voice, that critical negative voice inside your head is telling you. And I can tell you that if they do know, like and trust you back, that they're going to give you a dose of kind reality. They're going to bring you back to understanding where your real value is and telling you probably how ridiculous those thoughts are. And I'm sure actually that once you actually start voicing them and saying the words out loud, you yourself will realize how ridiculous those criticisms are. So that's my first tip, is to go and find somebody that you trust to share your imposter thoughts with. Those conversations can turn hilarious as you actually realize between you that we probably all suffer from imposter syndrome at some point, and mostly our thoughts and fears are very unfounded. So I'll share the next 2 tips over the next couple of days. I hope you stay with me for them. Until next time.